Hello everyone, how's it going today? Happy Friday! We are finally back for some more LEGO building. I apologize for all of the missed streams, but hopefully things will start to get back to normal. So we've got, for building today, the Four Weapons Blacksmith. This is one of the 15-year anniversary of Ninjago sets that they're doing. Some of them look pretty nice, so I might get some of the others. I don't know. This is the one that I have right now. I like it because it's just like not a big machine or action set piece kind of thing. It's just a building, a blacksmith shop in a medieval McDonald's. So we also have the characters up here. So we've got Blacksmith Kai, Master of Earth, Maya. I'm kind of assuming that's supposed to be Naya, but it should be Nya. I don't know. I haven't watched any Ninjago, so I don't know. Ray, and of course, Cornflakes Guy. See, it says Cornflakes Guy right there. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. How's everyone doing today? Those weapons look bronze. Heck, how do I don't know. I mean, it's still called weaponsmithing, even if it's not smithing. There are the stickers. That is everything out. So I won't be putting any of the stickers on, of course. So let's stick those into that. All right, so 3, 7, 8... 6, 5, it's 11, there's 2, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 1, and 4. All right. Get these put to the side so they're easily accessible. 4, 3, and 2. The thick instruction booklet. And bag number 1. So some of the reasons I haven't been streaming lately have been medical. I hopefully will be have gotten that on the path to being resolved. It's nothing bad, just a little something that has been bothering me. Princess Linda needs a unicorn steed. Oh, don't worry, Nataro guy. That will be coming. I hope that I am at 100% soon as well. Alright, let's see. The Four Weapons Blacksmith is the first location visited in the 2011 pilot episode, where Master Wu found the ninja siblings Kai and Nya, and it finally comes alive 15 years later. The model is packed with details and references for Ninjago fans to take a trip down memory lane and relive the beginning of our hero's journey. Oh, I guess those are stills from the episode. Seems the localizers didn't expect anyone to get that far in Tecmo Secret of the Stars. I think it's more that they just weren't native speakers. I think that's all it is. Alright, let's go ahead and get her put together. So how's everyone doing today? See, these aren't bronze weapons, they're actually lightsabers, because these are lightsaber hilts. So obviously they must be lightsabers. Glad it's Friday? Me too. I went to see Hathaway 2 today. Lovely noon showing at local theater. I haven't been to a theater in almost 20 years, I think. I mean, just because he's a blacksmith doesn't mean he can't do other things as well. You know. There's his staff. So if you're into Gundam, I highly recommend going to see it. I neglected to rewatch the first movie. I was going to, and I didn't get to it. So now I need to go rewatch it and refresh my memory on stuff that happened. Yeah, blacksmith electronics engineer. Yeah, he could be both. Yeah, it's an interesting experience these days. Loved walking into the box office with all the booths, and there being no one there because they've automated it all. But they still have the person, checking to make sure that you've actually paid to get in. Haven't automated that yet. And boy, did that person look bored. Any Quest Pariah cameos? I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, it's about Hathaway Noah, so you can figure that there's going to be some callbacks to Char's counterattack, which is kind of the major event in Hathaway's life. And Bahamut subscribed. Thank you very much. Yay, hello indeed. No, it's not about Anne Hathaway. It would be interesting, though. It would be an interesting sequel to The Devil Wears Prada. Going to get a pizza in about 2 hours? Well, I hope you're going to get enough for everyone. I would like some pizza, too. Incidentally, there is not going to be any Spelljammer for the next 2 weeks. Players are going to be absent, so it's not my fault this time. Sausage, onion, and green pepper. Ugh. Proper things to have on pizza is lots and lots of meat. Or cheese. Twitch pizza party, yeah! Some nice lime green pieces in the set. Yeah, there's no Spelljammer tomorrow or next week. Week after. For the next 2 weeks. Players are absent. It is not my fault. I'm not the one who did it. No, it's not sand green. That's true. But it is a nice addition to my color palette collection. Got the Mind Flayer summon drop finally? Nice. How long did it take you? Besides too long. I'm the one who made them go do other things? I don't think so. That said, if plane tickets weren't ungodly expensive, I would probably be missing one of the weekends due to a funeral that I now cannot attend because airline prices are ridiculously expensive right now. 999 plus Mind Flayers defeated. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, you can blame me if you want, but that's just mean. You don't want to be mean, do you? It's not good to be mean. Thanks. It's been expected for a little while, but yeah, it always sucks. Ow! Lord Canis, ow! Interestingly enough, constitution doesn't necessarily mean, like, a low constitution doesn't necessarily mean you get sick more often. And a high constitution doesn't necessarily mean you don't get sick. Or vice versa. Some people on another Discord were talking about Raceland, and he has an average constitution. Might be slightly above average, I'd have to go back and look. It's just that he's got a long-term illness. Someone pointed out that the fact that he like isn't completely bedridden by his illness kind of shows that he does have a high constitution, or at least a decent constitution. That said, I wouldn't mind having a higher constitution and more hit points. That was later, I think. Certainly they didn't come up with that idea at the beginning. One thing you have noticed in D&D is that the Drow are handsome, beautiful, more so than the above-ground elves. I think most of them are drawn to be to look pretty good, like both elves and Drow. I can't say that I've noticed a particular difference in the two in terms of, like, one being more handsome or beautiful than the other. I have not seen that that animated Dragonlance. I have not really heard good things, though. I mean, yeah, it could be. Like, that could be it. I don't know. I mean, it could just be the art that you're looking at, too. It is bad, sadly. The other cast isn't good. I mean, I've gotten the impression that the animation was not really up to par. I think that they didn't really have the money to do it justice, to do the story justice. It is bad like the NES games. I mean, I wouldn't actually, like, call them bad. I mean, and I actually have the computer versions of both of them. Well, maybe fortune will smile upon you like it did when I got the Goblin drop. Bahamut. Oh, and we did get over the line for the Artemis. So that will have to come very soon now as well. So once I'm confident that I can get, like, Wednesday and Friday consistent, we will definitely do that. And then I'll have to choose a new one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to building the Artemis. It should have been the Diana? No. No. No, 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 no. Greek better than Roman. I mean, I do like the name Diana, but I also like the name Artemis. And this one goes over here. Ald will have to screw the camera into the ceiling. No, I think we just don't get to see it quite full. I mean, I could probably tilt it on its side and get a decent view of it that way. All right, spare parts. 6L bar with stop in beige. I love that we get extras of these, because these are useful pieces. I mean, almost all of them are useful pieces, but black lightsaber hilt, lime green 1x1 quarter cylinder tile, 1x1 tiles in lime and dark brown, 1x1 tile slope in gray. This is not usually... No, okay, this one is not an extra piece. I just forgot to put it on right there. There we go. And a light yellow 1x1 plate flower. There we go. I could find a place to take pictures. That's true. That is true. I don't have great places to take pictures, though. Like, I actually had a better photography location where I had this table before, but right now, like, there's no wall back here like there used to be. There's a door that way, and it wouldn't make for a good background. And there's a closet behind me, so... I mean, the thing is that there's lots of pictures of the final product online. So I kind of figure, like, the build is a little bit more of what we're here for. Did pick up the 3-in-1 handheld set because it was $10 and you like the 90s computer model? Yeah, that's a pretty cute one. That is a pretty cute one. They do a really good job with the 3-in-1s these days, I think. Those are great sets. They're usually good price per part ratio. They're usually good builds, good parts. I think my only complaint is a complaint that they won't change because it doesn't fit in with the build style. Like I want, you know, I want the molded animals as opposed to brick-built animals. But I mean, the whole point of the Creator 3-in-1 is that pretty much everything's made of bricks. So, like, it's something that I would personally like to see different, but I completely understand why that's not going to happen. So it's not something that I, you know, make a stink about. I'm not going to make a stink about that because there's no reason to. Saw some botanical sets at Target. The botanical sets are really nicely done as well. I love those. And like the other great thing is like to show just how much of a success they are. My mother bought some botanical sets for herself and built them. Like that is like proof positive on how much of a success that is at finding a new market. Because I mean, she's to a certain extent, yeah, kind of is, or at least gardeners. I don't want to leave out the men who like to garden. Um, but yeah, I mean, like it's great. I mean, you know, she saw me building with Lego, you know, all my life, and that never, you know, drove an interest in getting any sets. But they came out with flowers, and she gets some sets. Kinda shows how successful that idea was. Been playing Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 1 game, and you forgot about the graphics, small screens, and the controls. All the Radio Garden shows you've ever heard were hosted by guys. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys who garden. But they're, like... It is still more, I think, more common for, like, the garden club members to be women. You're going to get more women in a garden club than men in general, I think. Although there will be some men in many of them. After destroying your brain with Outer Wilds, going to do something more brainless with Mouse PI. Well, I hope that's fun. I have not heard of that one myself. Is that a recent game, or is that an old game that I just have never heard of? Old-fashioned... Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, no, I did see that on Steam. Yeah, that's like modeled after the early Mickey Mouse cartoon stuff, right? Yeah, I remember looking at that and being like, that's a pretty cool, you know, premise. Yeah, no worries, Bahamut. Like, I don't know that I'm going to play that, but it's like, I have no interest in playing Cuphead, but I like what they did with the graphics, you know? I would be inclined to play like a 3D adventure game, or, you know, something like a JR, you know, an RPG, or something like that in those graphic styles. I don't know what they do, but like, I like that idea. Alright, so we got some garage door pieces here. 4 of them. Laughed at some reviews marveling at how they drew models from 6 different angles. You're like, yeah, that's how sprites work? Yeah. But anything will now feel like a disappointment when compared to the glory that is Tecmo Secret of the Stars. I mean, Tecmo Secret of the Stars, I will give it this. It's fun to play. It's insane, but it's fun to play. Oh, and I will also say this. It has some surprises yet, both in terms of gameplay and story. Could always go for the SNES port of Ultima 7. Surely that could never disappoint. I played some of that on the stream once. It's not getting a full Let's Play. Like, the SNES port of Ultima 6, that's good. That is good. It is faithful. 7? Garbage. It's a neat idea, but you feel like Treasure of the Rudra had a better execution. I have not played that game. They're like, I think most games have had, well, I don't know. I don't think it's hard to get a better execution than Tecmo's Secret of the Stars, honestly. There is a final area where it will be required for us to use them. So we're not done with them yet. But yeah, like, it needed to be used more. It definitely needed to be used more. You recommend it? It's got a neat magic system, good graphics, nice late SNES Squaresoft work. Yeah, I've been meaning to do that one. How do I get two 1x1s apart like I just put together? Not too difficult with a brick separator. Alright, so here it is, buck-toothed. There's the little lip back here. You just push down on the corner of this one. And you can see it's already got a gap there. You can also, like, twist them. And then you've got these little, this does require to have at least a little bit of fingernail. Yeah, you spin them till they're about 45 degrees and then pry them apart like that. Yeah, there's a reason why they came out with brick separators. You like the console Ultimas 3 and 4, but you don't think you do the others for console? 6, well, 6 is good. 6 is a good port. Like, it's faithful. I've played a little bit of it, and it plays fine. That said, I do need to get to the FM Towns Ultima 6 to hear the glorious, glorious voice acting of Lord British. Richard Garriott as Lord British. Howdy, Blitz Sports. How's it going? But yeah, for the 1x1s, definitely the spin, if you don't have a brick separator, rotate and pry. It works. Whatever does Richard do these days? I think entrepreneurial stuff kind of thing. I'm doing okay. Have I seen the new mall show? No, I don't have much interest in Star Wars these days. I was never a huge Star Wars fan. Like, I enjoy it, but my interest has always been more Star Trek. Not that the new Star Trek stuff is that good. If Ultima 9 wins the New Year's poll, I don't think Ultima 9 would win yet. I think we got to do. I think we got to do 8 first if we're going to go that route. Like if someone nominated 9, I'd be like, I'm not doing 9 without doing 8 first. Ultima 9 doesn't exist. We all had the flu that year at the same time and imagined it in the delirium. Yeah, but Lord Canis, what's a paladin? If you get the money to make a lot of sock puppets, Ultima 9 would win. Right, but again, I have the option of rejecting a nomination. If someone nominated FIFA 2026, I'd be like, no. There are patches now, Lord Canis. I'm not saying it's good. Howdy, little bunny. How's it going? I was actually kind of expecting them to just, like, have some clips for this window. I wasn't expecting a double layer wall to get that window there. I thought they'd just have some clips. But I guess it's a little too high for that. Alright, yes, this wall, okay. Will I ever play the final King's Quest? I don't know. I don't have much desire to. It's not a, it's not an adventure game. Not a point-and-click adventure game. King's Quest VII at least was a point-and-click adventure game. I do need to get to Dragonfire, Quest for Glory 5, one of these days. Alright, spare parts. 1x1 plates in white and brown. Orange 1x1 plate flour, and I think this is warm tan, 1x1 cylinder tile. So it looks like it would fit most anything rather than looking pure Ninjago. Yeah, it's a more of a adult aimed Ninjago set. What was the ages on that? 14 plus. Yeah. So I mean, it's not adult, but it's not the classic, you know, like action set piece like I was talking about earlier. And that's what I like. Any Ninjago set that's that kind of thing, I'm considering. Howdy, Farron. How's it going? I need all the cornflakes, guys. Everything's better with cornflakes, guy. Oh, Farron's here. Now I should spoil Hathaway, too. I'm kidding. I won't do that. 30 minutes left of work, and then it's the weekend. Yeah. Weekend. Hathaway 2. Everyone who likes Gundam should go watch Hathaway 2. Let's definitely get it to be like at least 300K for the box office returns. I wonder if Tabletop Simulator has a module for the Lego RPG? No idea. What's Hathaway 2 about? Well, it's the continuation of the story from Hathaway's Flash, which is the novel sequel to Char's Counterattack, dealing with Bright Noah's son Hathaway as he leads an insurrection against the Federation government. So especially if you like Char's Counterattack. It's UC Gundam, yeah. Universal Century Gundam. Which is, of course, the best. Okay, interesting windows with solid window pane pieces here. That is just the tile. Oh, it's tatami floors. Okay, I see. Okay, we got a suit of armor here. Always nice to get more suits of armor for my eventual knight army. How expensive was the movie experience? I ended up spending about 33 to 36. I can't remember. So not cheap, but also, I mean, like, it could be worse. But it was just one person as well. Considering that I haven't been to a movie theater in almost 20 years, I think. I didn't mind. Plus, you know, I mean, Gundam on the big screen. Yeah, that was with a medium popcorn and a medium soda. Which, the medium soda was pretty big. That lasted me the entire movie. I was not expecting that. And my mouth still feels weird from all the popcorn. So next time I will probably try to sneak something in instead. We'll see. I didn't see anything about, like, no backpacks. I don't think I could have taken a large popcorn. Like I said, my mouth still feels weird. I'm not sure if I've gotten one of these before. This is a... it's basically a half of a 2x6 arch. No, popcorn does not. Well, I don't think it's the popcorn. I think it's the salt and coating and the butter stuff. The effective policy was don't let you see it. Yeah. I mean, I don't like the ticket person who actually takes the, like, checks the ticket when you go in, looked extremely bored. And I probably could have snuck into another, another movie after that if I had wanted to. But I don't generally do that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, like, even so, I mean, if I'm not going to the movies that often, I don't mind $35. I guess it was also parking, though, which was another $3. Still, like, again, I don't, like, if I'm not going to the movies every month, every week, you know, if it's every couple months kind of thing, kind of, you know. If I'm like, and I'm like, I'd only go to the movies if I was pretty sure I'd enjoy the movie. Yo, I went at noon. I don't care about cheaper tickets. I care about there only being 2 other people in the theater, which that's what it was. 2 other people in the theater. Back when I got out of, actually, was it high school? I mean, it was high school, but was it when I was getting out for the day? I can't remember. I had a, like, I got out of work early to go do work a job at the Prudential. And there was a movie theater on the way, and I would frequently go there beforehand, I think. I don't really quite remember how that all worked out, how I managed that and then did the job, but I watched a lot of movies around that time. Yeah, we all sat pretty far from each other, although there weren't really that many seats in the theater overall, like, because it was like stadium seating and everything, and not a big theater. I mean, it had like 20 screens, but not the theater itself for that one screen. Not very big. Haven't seen anything to motivate you to see the movies in years. Yes, I agree with that in general, but at the same time, I'm not seeing what's coming out either. Like, if I didn't know that Hathaway 2 was going into the theaters, then I would have just missed it. And I wanted to see that, you know, I would have wanted to see that in theaters. So, your boyfriend and you did a 1 p.m. viewing of a 3rd week run of Mad Max Fury Road. You were the only ones there? Yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, even a 1 p.m. viewing on the Friday it came out would probably not have very many people. Like, there's just not a whole lot of people. I mean, maybe once you get to the summer, you'll get a few more, but there's just not going to be a whole lot of people at 1 p.m. or noon or 2 or something like that. All right, spare parts. Gray lightsaber hilt, black 1x1 cylinder tile with top peg, and dark brown 1x1 plate. I have zero desire to see a movie at like 8 p.m. That is very much outside of my wheelhouse. I want to go at noon. Maybe go get some lunch afterwards. Come home and do other stuff. But it was definitely nice to see Gundam on the big screen. Closest I've had to that is big screens at conventions, which can be fun with a lot of other people. Like, Hathaway isn't full of fan service for Mecha, but Gundam Unicorn was. Seeing Gundam Unicorn in a full packed theater with Gundam fans, like people who know a lot about Gundam, love the mecha and stuff like that, I think would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty great, actually. No movie and a dinner date after? I mean, that kind of requires other people to go with. I mean, there's a chance that I will go back to Gundam Hathaway. I enjoyed it. I did go to the dub showing. They do have subtitle showings. And I might go to one of those to see the difference. You know, I mean, battles and inside jokes. Well, not inside jokes. I mean, like Gundam Unicorn is full of mecha fan service. Ordinarily, you'd have to get Noble Gundam for that, but yeah, it's just great to see. You know, it would be great to hear everyone cheer when an ACT guy shows up, or one of the, you know, like a Zagok or something. It does most commonly refer to other things in terms of, like, skimpily dressed women, shall we say. But there's lots of types of fan service. I mean, let's face it. Wasn't everything Clamp made basically fan service for the ladies? Okay, maybe not Cardcaptor Sakura. That was Clamp, wasn't it? No, that might not have been Clamp. I can't remember. It's been a while. That was Clamp, thank you. Okay, that's what I thought. You have to admit that the phrase mecha fan service brought a lot of very weird imagery to mind. Like I said, it's all about Noble Gundam. I mean, that is another type, but again, that's not the most common version of the term. But like anything that a fan of a certain type of thing would enjoy, that is fan service. Even if it's in service of plot and stuff like that. But yeah, it does, you know, oftentimes mean something else in particular. Because that's a pretty common variety. But let's face it. Mecha fan service is one of the other big types. And Clipsy's Bricks bringing us a raid. We'll get you a shout out there. What were you up to today? We are building the, what is it, the Four Weapons Blacksmith Ninjago set. You built the Lego Magnolia branches. Oh yeah, I think I did that one too. Did I do that one? No, I might not have done that one. I don't know. I like the I like the botanical sets, but they can blur together sometimes. I might be thinking of the cherry blossoms. You've been eyeing Four Weapons Blacksmith? Yeah, I'm not like a Ninjago person. I haven't like watched any of it or anything like that, but I do love the non-action-y set piece sets. They're pretty great. Really enjoy the like the modulars and everything like that. It was a good build, but repetitive like most of the botanical sets. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of sets that are repetitive because reality kind of is. Architecture sets are the same. I've got the Artemis on the docket, and I know that's got some repetitive builds in it. I built the Eiffel Tower a while back. That has some really repetitive builds in it. But it does look good when it's done. Good luck finding some place to put it. You don't think I've done that one yet? Fair enough. Like I said, they do kind of blur together. I built Notre Dame a year ago. Yeah, I did that one not too long ago. In fact, I still have it right here. If I can move things. Yeah, Notre Dame. It's right there. Very repetitive. Architecture sets oftentimes are. I think the exception is like Statue of Liberty. But I don't mind it too much. I mean, part of the streaming fun is to chat with viewers. And repetitive builds can be great for freeing up your brain to chat. I'll have to look at the magnolia branches, though. Do I have... No, I have the bonsai tree. The newer bonsai tree on my shelf here. Ready to find some time for me to build it. The Statue of Liberty is a weeping angel, according to Doctor Who? Well, not from an episode that I've seen, apparently. So you should send more Eiffel Towers? Yes, if you want to send me another Eiffel Tower, I will absolutely take it. I won't build it, but I will take it. Magnolia branches have very nice dual-molded leaves. Ooh, dual-molded leaves. I'm not sure what mold that is. Okay, that's on the list. I will have to get that then. I'm a parts collector. I love new parts. Parts that I don't have. Eiffel Tower dark bluish gray parts pack. It is. It really is. Did you want clips? Because you'll get clips. My mom hasn't bought that many of the botanical sets. Because she actually displays them, unlike me. Remember watching Doctor Who Weeping Angels episode, and it was the Statue of Liberty. Huh, was stated as one. I don't recall that. But that's okay. No, yes, she does. But she doesn't, like, buy them all. She's not a collector of them. She has bought a few of them. Which is still impressive. I mean... She's been on this Earth for many decades, and only now bought a few Lego sets for herself. Obviously, she bought many for me over the years. Alright, spare part. The only spare part is a silver katana. Nice. Always good to get more katanas. snooze that ad a little bit longer. All right, so on to bag number 5. We've got more orange flowers. So I do 2 LEGO streams a week. Spelljammer D&D on Saturday, and then right now I'm playing Dragon Quest VII Reimagined on Mondays. Although I have missed a few streams lately. But I'm hoping to get back to my routine soon. Oh, that's not the right piece. All right, there's going to be a lot of tiling here. Speaking of repetitive. Okay, lots more 2x2 half tiles. Oh, and they did announce the Minas Tirith set. There is a gift with purchase. Kinda want that myself, so I might be getting that when it comes out. I might be getting that. I mean, I will probably get it eventually if I don't get it when it comes out, but... I do kind of want that gift with purchase. It has 2 orcs in it. And I kind of like to fill out more fantasy creatures. There's a Hobbit Magic the Gathering. Yeah, but is it based on the movie? Is it based on the books, or is it based on the cartoon? Because, oh yeah, yeah. These are based on the Lord of the Rings movie works, and not the Return of the King animated orcs, which I would love. I would love to get minifigs of those. Those would be great. And an animated Hobbit Golem. That would be great, too. Based off of the Hobbit franchise in general. They should base it off of the Rankin Bass Hobbit. I heard that Peter Jackson maybe... planning to do the Silmarillion, which is kind of silly. This is a nice pattern, though. That really fits in nicely. Rankin Bass Hobbit is the better version. Yes, it is. It is. Howdy, Sealan. How's it going? A movie about the Silmarillion would need to be directed by David Lynch to make it justice. Sadly, he passed. Which is a real shame. Wonder how Bjorn would have come out in Rankin Bass, though. Let's go ahead and keep snoozing that ad. I kind of want to go back and see Hathaway 2 already. Like, not even like tomorrow. I want to watch it again right now. Just because I know that there are things that I missed. This is the Suikoden playlist. This is in particular a track that's not like it's a. It is the Asian version of a track from Suikoden 5. So it's not actually, like, you're not going to hear this specific version in the game. A lot of the human men seem to be pantless. I don't think so. There aren't that many human men anyway. I mean, they might have been wearing leather skirts as part of their armor, which is not exactly uncommon. You can thank the Celts for pants, by the way. Specifically the Gauls, but I mean like all the Celts used pants. Kilts are the manliest way to go pantless. I mean, they're only one type of skirt, men's skirt, which of course is cognate with shirt. Just like skip and ship are cognates. There are long tunics and robes, yeah. You got togas, you got peplos, all kinds of things. I don't know that anyone else independently developed pants, though. Pretty sure that is a Celtic thing. All right, this goes on right there. Dragons in pretty princess dresses. You can see it. Oh, yeah. Sure. Why not? Okay, that's going to go together there eventually. Probably with the next bag, I assume. So Bard in the Hobbit cartoon was wearing a kilt-type thing. Yeah, and that's fair. Probably a leather skirt. It's pretty common in armor. Because it gives a lot of freedom of movement. Allows you to move about. Add some greaves and you got good leg protection. Oh, okay. I was wondering where this piece would go. No worries. It is a Friday afternoon. There is really no reason that your brain needs to work on a, well, Friday evening. I guess it's afternoon for you. Okay, and this goes right here. This one is specifically turned that way. All right, now we connect this up. Yeah, late afternoon. Okay. All right, so that bag is done. We've got extra brown 3-stem plant piece. 1x1 tile slopes in gray and brown, but we had a gray extra one already. Hold on. Let me look around on the other side. No, I got that. There's none on this one. What about this side? I bet there's going to be one here. Maybe not. Hold on. I got that one already. All right. Here, I think. Yeah. There we go. Right here. See, we'd already gotten an extra gray 1x1 tile slip, so I knew I missed one somewhere. All right. Brown 1x1 tile slope and orange 1x1 plate flower are our extra pieces. Although we had... That's fine. Whatever. All right, bag number 6. There we go. Not really. There's no no holes, no studs on the hat. Yeah, all Lego building is much better than any old cartoon. Duh. Everyone should enjoy watching me build Lego. It's just how it works. Let's see, 1x1 in brown. There we go. You're right, I'm not. I'm better. Okay, and that one goes right there. No, I'm not asleep, so I'm not dreaming. pretty sure. Pretty sure. I have not been sleeping well lately. So I think I would know if I were actually sleeping right now, because that would be a good thing. Sleep is something that I dearly miss. Good sleep. Hopefully that will be resolved soon-ish. Some say that all the waking world is actually a dream. Yeah, but they'd be wrong. Because that's ridiculous. No, Vigistry, that's when you mess up breakfast soup. Which is a terrible thing. Your brother recommended listening to theta waves in the background to help you sleep. In fact, you're doing it right now. Well, my issue is probably medical. I am taking some medicine that will hopefully resolve that. But it will take a while. Breakfast soup is a fabrication? You've never had cornflakes or Cheerios or Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Weird. Or even oatmeal? Oops. There is a 2x4 plate on there. Breakfast cereal is breakfast soup. Like, these are the same things. It's just that breakfast soup is the technically correct term. Factory-made food. Where is the side stud? There it is. Breakfast soup. Also gave you herbal pills to help with it. For all this, you've been drinking chamomile tea whenever you struggle to sleep. Well, I did get some Unisom, and it did help for a little bit. And then it stopped helping. Oh, boy. Yeah, there was a day that I got up at around 7. No. Oh, God, no. No, it was like 5. Because I just was not sleeping, and I just stayed up all day. Did sleep that night. So there is that. Alright, that goes on there. Like I said, it's a medical issue, and it is, or at least it's likely related to a medical issue that hopefully will be resolved soon. No, like I said, like my sleep issues are very likely related to a medical issue. Not something dangerous, it's just something that can be treated with medicine. Certainly, if it's not, it's an odd coincidence, and I need to take care of this other thing to know anyway, so... Such is life. I mean, it happens. Nothing you can do about it, except, you know, get it treated, which I am. So it's fine. Magic Book of Slep. That would be handy. That would be handy. If only. There we go. We got a gold micro figure there. Get this wall in right there. No, we're not using that. We are using 1x3 tiles. We're all getting old, yes. Yeah. It does happen. It does happen. I mean, the good news is that I got checked for other things, and I don't have those other things, so that's good news. Or maybe it belongs on a golf course, little bunny. Offhand, if you had a choice, and that which video game universe would I like to live in if offered? I don't know. Most of the... Like, you're not really going into video game universes because everything is hunky-dory. I don't know that I would want to really live in any of them. Maybe after the video game is done, things might be good, and that would be okay. We got gray 1x2 tile slopes. Very nice to get those. I mean, I will say that the Xenosaga universe seems to have some pretty awesome stuff going on. You know, outside of the planets disappearing and Gnosis attacking and stuff like that. But otherwise... Katamari Damacy? You want to be rolled up? Alright, this goes right there. Don't want to live in Stardew Valley, then? I mean, no. I don't want to do farming. Heck no. That's what my sister wants to do. I don't want to do that. Give me a good, comfortable living. I mean, admittedly, it does seem pretty easy to do farming in that world, but... Still... nothing over there. All right. I mean, as long as I'm existing after all the bad stuff is done, most of them are probably okay. If you're existing before the bad stuff has happened, then you're probably screwed. I'm just saying. FF6 was definitely the worst of it. 5 didn't get destroyed, it got remerged, so there's that. Okay, that's it. Alright, so spare parts. We got a brown 6L bar with stop. We got a gold katana. Gold microfig. Trans orange 1x1 pyramid peak slope. 1x1 cylinder plates in trans orange and black. A white teacup. And a bright light yellow flower. Alright, bag number 7. Yeah, FF4's world wasn't too bad. Although, with one moon going away, that could probably wreak havoc with tides. And that might be bad. Ooh, yay, done with work. I mean, again, like, FF10 is another one of the quintessential, if you're living after the bad stuff happened, after the game is over, then it's pretty good. If you're not living after that, then I don't know. Still have to sit for 90 minutes? See, back in the day, when I didn't work for myself, I did a lot of D&D projects when I didn't have things to do work-wise. I got so many deities written at work. Give me those jobs where it's like nothing's really happening until something does happen. And if you've set things up well, then that isn't often. I think the safest Final Fantasy was FF11. Just need to deal with the monsters while traveling. I mean, yeah, you kind of have to deal with the monsters when traveling in every game. On the other hand, there's a big question on how that works. Because if you have to be level 20, like, if you're level 2, you get through Corneria just fine. But then if you go to, you know, one of the other areas whose names I'm blanking on, you have to be higher level. But how does that work? Will the end credits of Tecmo Secret of the Stars be me, Bobo, and JG discussing what stars and what secret the title refers to? If only. You still don't get what happened today? Well, you'll have to remind me what happened today, because I've already finished the game, and I don't remember which episodes are which, going on which day. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we went back in time, but then we got back to the present. Got a classic wall phone, too. The only people who seem to travel are the adventurers? Yeah, but that doesn't work. You need commerce. Yeah, but the factory itself that we were in was always in Decatus. There was just when we got down to the bottom. No, actually, I don't think there was anything time-related in that part. I think there's time-related things elsewhere. And I need a one-by-one plate on top there. No, I didn't go. I didn't go back in time for that. No, actually, we didn't. The Brisbane, that just teleports you to Decatus. It's very weird. The factory is in Decatus, but none of the workers are in Decatus. And that goes right there. There we go. Oh yeah, the plot is definitely all over. It is, but some of that is because of the translation as opposed to the plot. Like, I think if there was an actually quality translation, the game would make a lot more sense. Because I can generally see what they're going for. There, we got a clock on there. Yeah, the problem, though, Bahamut, is that people actually do need to travel. For one thing, so you don't get inbreeding. It was mostly finished by the time they moved in. Also, they're just kind of jerks, so that's why they want my town. It's not everyone from Decatus. It's just the jerks. Literally. Okay, and this goes on right there. Connects in there. That is some pretty nice snotting. Getting this set up that way, because that's all reversed here. Kind of weird that they were able to kick both me and the Kustera out. Well, I mean, we didn't want to murder them. We're not the Punisher. Howdy, Kinshire. How's it going? All right, close it up. There we go. Gotta do some treeing. Like, the game makes sense, it's just not well translated. Weather can't decide the season? It's like Maryland. Oh, wait, we need to do 2 of these. Poop. Missed that. I think it's going to be pretty consistently warm after this now, though. Where I am, at least. Okay, and then brown 2L bars with stops. There. And there. Oops. Alright, so we have this one here. And then we have this one here. I don't think I've gotten actually red leaves before, so that's pretty nice. Oh, there might be red ones in the maple bonsai, actually. A sticker would go on here for no walking. Get that right on there. Okay, and then we have this one. Proper autumnal look, yeah. I do like that. Okay, and then we get this right there, and a flower there. Oops. I missed that 1x2 plate also went there. Get that slope on. And a 1x1 quarter cylinder tile. Okay. Alright, so spare parts. 3L bar in beige. 2L bar with stop in brown. 2 1x1 plate flowers, which probably means I missed putting one on somewhere. Hold on. Oh, yep, I did. Goes on right there. There we go. So only one. Trans orange 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud. Trans orange candle flame, and lime green 1x1 quarter cylinder tile. Well, Bahamut, it is definitely too warm for that to happen here. Alright, bag number 8. Looks like we are going to be getting to the roof real soon. Lots of lovely, lovely roof pieces. Alright, 1x1x5. And 1x1 with 5 studs. Flip it over. 6L bar with stop in white. And a shorty brick on top. Slide that all the way down there. I'll make a little lamp. There we go. And that gets in right there. There we go. Okay, we are actually starting the roof right now. So the semi McDonald's roof that we're getting here. A corner here. You could probably get ash and snow with some volcanoes. That'd be kind of neat. Certainly the ash can be like snow. Okay, flip it over so that we can get the corner plate on. Also want another 1x8 here. I mean, one of the standard things in, especially Final Fantasy games, is that the monsters are getting worse lately, kind of thing. Get into the hole. Alright, what if I take this off? Will that make it easier? Yes, it does. Of course. And yet they want you to put that on second. It's rude. Okay, then we got the 2x2x2 slopes. Interesting that the only corner we have for these is kind of a semi-octagonal, which there's nothing that goes on the bottom. There are things that can go on the top part. Where's the other corner? There it is. Because we want that there. Alright, turn it around, and we get some brown 1x3s. Well, I mean, usually the monsters getting worse are because of the antagonists doing the things that they're doing. Like, it's to both explain why you have to fight things in the game and to make it seem like there's a looming threat. Alright, so we go black, dark, brown, black, dark, brown. It's definitely an interesting visual style. we go. Get that there and that there. I said that there. Thank you. Okay, archway across here. Once again, continue the black and dark brown tradition. I mean, none of the Final Fantasy worlds are actually living worlds, so I think it's okay to ignore some of that stuff. Point it out, but also repeat to yourself, it's just a game. I should really just relax. $200 for this instant McDonald's franchise in Blacksmith? Never relax, obsess over the game, and make a better one? But just because it has these flaws doesn't mean it's not a bad, you know, it can be a good game. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can really make a better game either. There's a lot that goes into making a game. Alright, that goes there. 3 red, 1x1 Technic bricks. Even a good game can be a basis for making a better one. It can be, but the better a game is starting out, the harder it is to surpass that. That's the thing. Whereas the worse a game is, the easier it is to surpass that. Same thing with movies. Like, not that I'm gonna go see the upcoming He-Man movie, which I can't believe they're making a He-Man movie right now, but at least they're taking that advice. They're starting with a bad movie. There's a lot more up to compared to the down for that. I was meaning to, so I saw the trailer when I went to the movies. I need to go look up who does that voice, because it seems familiar, but it might not be. I don't know. I'm just curious. Chrono Trigger is a perfect example of a great game getting what many think is a bad game sequel. Yeah, but they're wrong. That's the thing. The sequel is a great game. It's okay to not like it, but it is a great game. How dare you, sir? Frank Langella as Skeletor is a national treasure. I mean, you can have an actor doing a damn fine job in an otherwise bad movie. Look at Ben Kingsley in every U-Bowl movie. Those movies aren't bad because of Ben Kingsley. Does he even make movies anymore? I haven't heard about him in a while. And Gildatung gifted out a sub. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, we have a samurai-style helmet here, which is pretty cool. Definitely a different design from the one that they had years ago. Ben Kingsley is the best part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's definitely a great part. However, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I love those shows. Alright, we're flipping it over. I mean, he was great in Shang-Chi, which is an overall good movie anyway. Also, as good as Ben Kingsley is, there's also Wong. He's apparently still making stuff, just not the obvious licensed trash scam he was doing. Evil, yeah. Well, so I don't know how much of a scam it is, considering that it's just taking advantage of German tax credits. It's kind of the point, to get, like... They probably use German production crews, kind of thing. And Bahamut throwing some cheese at the hype train. Aw, thanks. Daredevil, great. Jessica Jones, amazing. Luke Cage, wonderful. Iron Fist. Iron Fist is okay. I enjoy Iron Fist more than Daredevil, I'll put it that way. But partly that's because it's, like, a little cheesy. Okay, and this is going... So this has a hollow stud there to fit there. There we go. There we go. All right. So, spare parts. 6L bar with stop and white. Man, we've gotten beige, brown, and white in this. That's great. All right, 3L bar in brown. 1x1 tile slopes in black and beige. 1x1 cylinder tiles with hollow studs in black and lime. 1x1 cylinder plate with solid stud in beige, 1x1 tile in brown, and a 1x1 cylinder plate with bar in black. That's our extra parts. Bag number 9. I will say that, like, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'd say that in general, I have gotten more enjoyment out of, like, kind of the second-tier movies and the TV shows, more than, like, the mainline movies. Which they're generally not bad. But, like, Thunderbolts, that was really good. Partly it has to do with, like, the character interactions, though. Did you get ready to go get pizza in a bit? All right. I look forward to you bringing some back for us. Maybe I should get some pizza tomorrow. But I have other things that I need to eat, so probably not. Alright, that goes right there. Pizza is good, pizza's life. My father certainly agreed. It was certainly one of his favorite meals. A show with a few seasons gets a far more time to develop a character than even a trilogy. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is true. But even like the episodes of the series that are like 6 episodes. Which, again, it is more than you get out of most of the movies, of course. But I think a big part of it is that there isn't quite so much of the giant battle set pieces, which are kind of Which is why one reason why I think like Thunderbolts did it worked really well, because while it did have a special effects laden finale, it wasn't this just giant battle set piece thing, you know? But I also just tend to find the kind of second-tier characters more interesting in general. Wonder what they would have done with Kang the Conqueror? I don't know. But I also don't care. Like, was he in more than one movie? I can't remember if he was in more than... No, he was in Loki as well. I don't know, that as a villain, he just didn't do much for me. Yeah, Loki in the third Ant-Man, that's right. I was trying to remember if he was in something else as well, like one of the other movies. Definitely not the interesting part of Loki. Yep, I want to do 2 of these. I mean, to be fair, like, part of the reason why I don't know that I cared that much about him as a villain is because I'd literally never heard of him before they started, having the movie and the TV show with him. I'm not a comic books person, but I mean, obviously, like, you hear about the Punisher and you hear about Thor and stuff like that. Like, the zeitgeist. You just pick it up because of that. But I'd never heard of Kang the Conqueror before that. Nope, not a comics kid. I was a book nerd, not a comics nerd. I would still generally rather read a book than a comic book or graphic novel. Yes, I mean an all-text book. They are happy. I mean, I'm not discounting it as a medium for storytelling. It's just not my thing. But like now they've moved to Doctor Doom for the villain, and I know who that is. Like, has Kang the Conqueror showed up in any of the video games? Not that I played many, but I've seen other people play them. I don't know. I can't recall that. So. I mean, he may have featured in a lot of comic book storylines, but just kind of felt like if he was actually an interesting villain, then maybe I'd have heard of him, kind of thing. I haven't had any Pocky in a really long time, actually. Strawberry Pocky was always my favorite. I mean, if it fails, I think it's more just an issue with oversaturation and general malaise towards film releases in theaters these days. But I could be wrong. I'm no expert. He was in 4 video games, 2 as an unlockable character, 2 as a boss, including Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Yeah, that's not a whole lot. Like, compare that to Venom, for example. Nope, we're working on these pieces. I mean, I don't know when he debuted as a character. I mean, some of the characters that they are introducing into the canon are pretty recent as well, so. Alright, this goes on right. Hold on. Nope, goes this way. There we go. And there we go. It was from 1963. Okay. So yeah, like if he hasn't shown up in many of the games and stuff, I kind of feel like that's probably because he's not exactly that compelling of a villain. I don't know. Who knows? Sticker would go on here. We have a ninja cowl. Okay, and this goes in up there. There we go. Little hidden attic stuff. Alright, then we're going to make the sign for right here. Oh, 3 of these. D&D Balrog with... Yeah, no, the Balor. He's been in a bunch of storylines, but not any of the legendary ones. Yeah, but I mean, they've drawn from other stuff for the movies and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, just to me, it seems like he didn't feel that compelling. Maybe it's because they hadn't had a chance to build him up enough. I don't know. Who's to say? And it's impossible to know now. Valor being an Irish Fomorian. Yeah, well, I mean, like, it sounds close enough, and it is both, you know, both of them are villainous. And it does get the Tolkien estate to be less litigious. Getting easily beaten in Loki and Ant-Man 3 didn't help his cred. It's fair. I mean, Loki is a god. It's funny because in later editions they made Fomorians more like Balor himself. I don't know anything about the Irish Balor offhand, actually. Alright, this goes in here. There we go. So we got a nice little sign here. It is a little wiggly. Like, this does move a lot, and this probably needs to turn a little bit. There we go. I mean, Fomorians in 2E are incredibly ugly. If it's just ugliness, then that's kind of been the standard for that race forever. They made him into good-looking creatures? Okay, that goes there, and it's warning you on the instructions. I'm pointing at it on my screen, which you can't see, to be careful about eyes, because you can pop it off. That doesn't pop off very hard, though. And we have a map here. And Lunatastic bringing us a raid. How's it going? I'll get you a shout out there. How's it going? What were you up to tonight? Saw that you were back from vacation? I hope it's vacation and not something else. Got a little map here. Let's zoom in on that. I do like getting new Lego maps. It's always fun. Oh, no. Come on. Grab that thing. Vacation, yeah, nice. Ah, playing some Diablo 4. Is that supposed to rest somewhere else? Oh, this goes down. I see. I see. That's my bad. There we go. All right. Gets it right in there. Okay, so spare parts. We got a 6L bar with stop. We got a pneumatic T in black. Oh, this was in brown, which we got already. An extra one. Huh, weird. And 1x1 cylinder plates with hollow studs in brown and gold. Those are our spare parts. Let's go ahead and snooze that ad a little bit since we just got a raid. Fomorians in 5e, they were a good-looking fairy creature. Yeah, well, that's like... I mean, that's the origin of their god, so... with the exception of the fairy creature. Throwing demons at other demons, quite literally. I mean, it's a good way to take out your demon foes. Use them as ammo. Can't beat that. Not a fan of, like I kind of feel like fairy creatures should be very specifically European fairies and nothing else. Other things can be their own thing. Okay. Intimidation through a use of foe as a weapon. They're still giants? Yeah, but they're fairies. But they're giants? That makes no sense. There we go, and she's got a water thing as well. What? Not a rogue AI? Fae? I mean, it doesn't use it wrongly. It has created a definition for the game. Like, it's an in-game term. Using like, giving a term a different definition for within a specific context is extraordinarily common. Yeah, I don't like the Feywild, so... It's not my thing. Okay, and this is going right here. Anwen? You mean, Anuvan? Howdy, Shield of Hope, how's it going? I mean, Anuvan is just the realm of Aran. It's not more than that. Oop, not that one. That's not black. Doing well, that's excellent. We are 3 bags, I guess, since we've just started this bag, away from completing this one. I do have an ad break that I cannot pause any longer. Depending on your breadth of definition, mermaids are fae. Yeah, I mean, that's what I like. In in folklore and mythology, words are very flexible over time, to the point where there is a very blurred distinction between dwarves and elves in Norse mythology. But that doesn't mean that you have to do all that stuff in a fictional setting. Ordered yourself some candy with vitamins, because if they have vitamins, you will not gobble them up all day in a day. I mean, you say that. You say that. I don't know. I probably would. If you really want to put the fear of God in your players, send them to the Never Never and have Titania send the 3 Billy Goats Gruff after them. I have no idea what that's a reference to. I have other ways to put the fear of God into my players. It involves a fun lady named Belphegor. I started a game for my niece and her husband, two of their friends, and I'm running an adventure there. You don't remember much surviving Norse stories about Alfr versus dwarfs that call them dwarfs? Well, like, you can get different stories that have the same name, like, as another story of an elf and a dwarf kind of thing. You read Dresden Files. I've seen the TV show. That's about it. Easy to scare most of the players, Ald. Just have Erevan physically manifest on board the ship. You know, that would actually probably frighten Laftel as well. Zakad. I was going to have something nasty happen to you guys when you tried to cleanse that that shrine to Lolth, but then I had to roll really well. And Ptah actually listened to Braxen. It was so disappointing. But hey, if your god actually listens to you, you should get something out of it. He did answer his email, yes. Yes. He was right there at his computer. Oh, someone's emailing me. I suppose I should look into this. Howdy, Rovaljax. Surprised that I'm building something non-AFOL focused? I mean, it is a 14+ set. I build a fair number of stuff like that. I got some city sets sitting around. I got tons of friend sets as well. I've even built 4+ sets. I like most stuff. I mean, like I like most of the sets that LEGO comes out with. There's a few that are in things that I don't care too much about, like Technic. I'm not a big fan of like all the vehicles. It's just not my thing. I'd rather have more cranes. Like cranes that are fixed in place and stuff like that. Or interesting gadgets and stuff. But that is not what the market wants. Do I like Duplo, though? I mean, it's fine for little children. Very young children. But no, I'm not about to build any Duplo on stream. Okay, and this goes right there. That's down. That is not. There we go. Duplo is great to bulk out large terrain. That is true. That is absolutely true. Like, if you need to build up a platform that other stuff is going to rest on, like you're making a mountain for a layout or something like that, yeah, Duplo bricks are great for that. Duplo stream could be a fun April Fool's gag. No, I'd have to get some Primo for that. All right, spare parts. 6L bar with a stop in white. Translite blue feather flame. Translite blue 1x1 cylinder plate with hollow stud, as well as a black one. And a dark gray 1x1 tile. Bag number 11. Yeah, Quattro too, yeah. Any of those could be fun. They actually would not. There's a reason why they don't make them anymore. Recently I bought two things as of late. An 18-card game from Button Shy Games called Antinomy, and assumedly draft chaff singles for Magic the Gathering. I hope that's fun. Love to see a set use a gray Duplo brick as a cornerstone. I don't know that they make gray Duplo bricks, actually. I do have some Duplo still. Like, I don't have any of my childhood Duplo, but I do have a silver Duplo 2x4. And other parts as well, but that's the special one. I did get I did buy a Duplo set because it had a silver 2x4. I don't know what the heck I'm going to use it for, but maybe I'll find some use eventually. So there's some great Duplo pieces, like elephants, but no, there's no... I don't think there's any gray bricks. Maybe some printed ones, but I'd have to go back and look. And I think the reason is just specifically that they want to make bright colors for toddlers. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the idea. And gray is, of course, not a bright color. Now, that said, I'm kind of surprised that they never made a Duplo castle. Which would come with gray. And that would be kind of neat to get for bulking out, like, the very base of a tower or something like that. That said, like, when you put two bricks together, like Lego bricks like this, they're pretty smooth. I mean, there is a little, catch there if you're moving your fingernail across it. And you can see the line and stuff like that. But, so it's got a sharp corner. Duplo bricks do not. They're rounded there. So if you do have obviously you can't use a 1x brick, but, if you put a 2x brick on a Duplo stud, there is a noticeable gap right beneath it. So it would be kind of obvious that you have a Duplo brick in a wall if you did that. And you could do that with other colors, obviously. So that's one reason why they are very much best completely buried. You don't know if a Duplo castle set would come in gray bricks? Yeah, and that's definitely a possibility too. Yeah. I don't think it would be yellow. It would probably be white. Like, I don't think they'd do anything Yellow Castle related except for a set aimed at adults. Yep, we got Suikoden stuff going on. This set feels kind of Suikoden-y. One Duplo Marvel set has some gray bricks. Ooh. I will have to look at that then. Because I genuinely cannot recall ever seeing gray Duplo bricks. Howdy, Area High One. How's it going? Like, I find that really interesting, actually. One 2x2 and one 2x4. Wow. So many gray bricks. Wow. I'm doing okay. I've been better. Things are getting better. It'd be funny to see I'll do a conversion, turning this Ninjago set into something Suikoden related. That kind of thing requires planning, and I don't know that that would be all that interesting as a stream. It would be... like, if I was going to do a LEGO stream that wasn't building a set, I would probably do some design-related stuff in Bricklink Studio. That would be... because I think that would actually be interesting. I could talk about what I'm doing, my procedure for, you know, actually making stuff in Bricklink Studio. Because quite a bit of it is just, like, putting pieces together to try to get the idea in your head onto the paper, so to speak. And there could be a lot of trial and error in that. Like, most of the time when I design stuff, I end up with, like... I've got the main build here, and then I've got, like, all kinds of, like, parts scattered around that I've, like, tried in the build, or sub-models that I didn't quite like, that I went back to the drawing board for and stuff like that. It's pretty chaotic, but it's fun. I haven't done that in a while. If I was going to get back to that, I do have a in-progress model that I would probably work on. I have a Gundam Magellan Craft, not finished. Or I could turn, I could be working on turning my Salamis Kai into a 3D model. Because I'd like to submit that to LEGO Ideas. It wouldn't win, obviously. Very obviously, but, I mean, like, it wouldn't get to 10,000 supporters, and it would definitely not get turned into a set, but it would be fun. Yeah, I'm not very good at small-scale mecha. I would want to, but I'm not very good at that. Would I do Buddha Hook as in the game, or with less holes in it? Oh, I'd do it as in the game, of course. Complete with wrecked ship. I should pull out those the files for those things and share the progress that I have. All right, there we go. That goes on right there, and this one goes on right there. Okay. And we have the same basic build as this one. One by two tile with sticker. Inverted cone. Or I could do digitize my Argama. I do need to make some... Like, I need to rebuild whole sections of that to try to get it more to my liking. Alright, so we have the same... Let's see. It is not easy to get this this visor piece. It's not really a visor, but same basic thing. There we go. All right, so we got Kabuto helm with the kind of the demonic face part, and a Clan Mori. Which Argama? Well, I mean, I would say Nahel Argama if I meant Nahel Argama. I do mean the Argama. There we go. So that goes right up there. So we got two different headpieces. Close that up there. And a bag number 12. Thomas is a nice, like, one of the reasons why I like Suikoden 3 is just how different it is, not just even from other Suikoden games, because when I played Suikoden 3, I hadn't played others. But, like, Thomas is not your standard JRPG protag, hero, character, you know. Like, you don't get that kind of character often. Alright, Marav, have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much for coming on out. I mean, my eventual goal is to make other Gundam ships as well. Not that I've made any progress on that in quite a while. So this is a helmet that they've had for a while. Came out in some old castle sets. I don't think I have one in gold, though. I think I have one in silver, like actual chrome silver. But yeah, if I finish like, if I get the stuff done that I want to get done on the ones that I have in progress or built so far, I think the next one would probably be Rock Island. I really like Rock Island. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely an interesting helmet design. I mean, if I could get Raw Kylum done, then it wouldn't be too hard to make things like the Reinforce, the Clop class, stuff like that. Because they're basically the same kind of, like, same basic plan, but smaller. Thomas is the closest a Suikoden protagonist has come to Song Jiang. He's an administrator, and the other outlaws have the adventures. Yeah. That's a good comparison. Not that I know Water Margin, but... I mean, Thomas does go on adventures. But yeah, like in that, in the context of the game, he is more of the facilitator for everything, because he allows things to be based out of his castle, kind of thing. Okay, and we need these. Let's see, what other... Like, the other Gundam ships that I really like to do is the Irish. Like, that's the other one that I really want to do. The Irish is great. Okay, double curve slope. That's what I was looking for. He is a true protagonist, yeah. But also... I mean, like, the game truly does have multiple protagonists, so... Of course, as we all know, Chris is the best. Speaking of, I do want to get the Watership Down Gunpla sometime. If they gave me a master grade of... because I think one of them is a Gaplant version... I haven't really looked at Advance of Zeta. I don't like most of the designs, honestly. I am highly amused at the Watership Down references, though. Like, I think the first one that I knew of was Fiber, and I was like, is that a Watership Down reference? No, it couldn't be. Oh, and then I saw the others, and I was like, oh, okay. Part of it is, like, so many of the designs are just Gundams. And, like, I'm honestly tired of standard Gundams. Even, like, semi-standard Gundams we'll go with. I want more of the mooks and grunts. Like, there are so many good designs that have never gotten a master grade, and probably won't, because they're not making many. Like, when are we going to get a master grade Garibaldi beta? I mean, seriously. Like, have we even gotten... any of the grunt mecha from Double Zeta? I don't think so. I'm trying to recall. I haven't built it yet, but the last one that I got really excited about was Gundam Mark V. There is a master grade gun tank. It's a good set. It's a good kit. Technically, Hazel Gundams are just facelift GM Quells. They might be. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really looked into it into Advance of Zeta, and just lost interest in Gunpla due to P Bandai. Yeah, it's pretty crummy. At least it's mostly available now. here in the US. They're not really making master grades for the new shows. It makes you sad. I don't mind that because I'm not that interested in those. I mean, I'll admit, you know, I'm a little selfish here. But I mean, like, I would definitely take a Gustav Karl master grade, for example, from Hathaway. I don't know that I'm that interested in Penelope or Xai. They're a little too busy. You wanted a master grade G-Fred from G-Quux? Yeah, I mean, I get that too. I hate that we're still getting seed master grades. Like, oh god. I mean, I suppose seed was like a big gateway drug for a lot of people into Gundam, but seed. I don't know why they're not making many master grades anymore. I mean, maybe the sales numbers dropped off, but I mean, I'm certainly not buying as many as I used to, but that's directly down to them not making things that I want. So I wonder how much of it is them not making things that people want versus the market is not there kind of thing, you know? Like, if they came out with even one every, like, 3 or 4 months, and it was just a machine from Zeta or Double Zeta, I'd buy them all. Every single one of them. I would buy every single one of them. Okay, and this fits right in here. Give me GM3s. Give me a Methus. I really want a Methus. I mean, like, I don't want to destroy Seed. I just think that it's not a very good show. And it's a rehash of what has already existed. Which, I mean, to be fair, is what most of the UCs are, but they tend to do a little bit more. What's the latest master grade? I mean, there's a whole bunch of so they did do this big thing where they had F90 Gundam and like all of its packs. That's fair, Gildatongue. That is fair. And I did get a few of them. I got the ones that I thought were interesting. And like that's actually kind of interesting that they did a big F90 thing. There are a whole bunch of F90 related things. But also the fact that like they do reprint stuff, like they do manufacture them again. It does make it hard to tell what is the most recent. I'd probably have to go. I think there's a master grade wiki. It might be P Bandai, but it's all available through Bandai's online store right now. So I'm not sure that it makes that much difference at this point. Like, some of them do have the kind of like monochrome boxes. In fact, move some things. Like this kind of monochrome box. But there's ones that are full color too. Like a lot of those F90 kits were full boxes, standard boxes. So because that's the easiest way to get stuff these days, I'm not actually sure what's what in terms of... Ooh, I don't like the sound of that, but it's fine. Standard release versus P. Bandai and stuff. Especially since they cracked down on Japanese stores shipping to the US. No, they have some legs, but yeah, they're not going to be around forever. But they do remake them. Some of them, at least. I've missed some things and they've come back. I need to get some other things. Tried to order something, but the store gave me some problems, and I don't know why. I need to try it again. Find it funny, Ald has disdain for Seed when Wing is... Wing doesn't get a massive number of kits. It does have some master grades, yes. But they don't make an endless variety of Astrays for Seed. I mean, for Wing, kind of thing. Like, I have disdain for Wing as well, even though it was my main gateway into Gundam. But, like, there's just so much else now. All right, spare parts. Beige 1x1 plate, gold 1x1 cylinder plate, clear 1x1 cylinder plate with underbar, and gray 1x1 pyramid peak slope. There is a master grade Death Scythe Hell, I'm pretty sure. All right, so we have a little 15-year logo there and a character. I have no idea what character that is. Here is the blacksmith shop. It is pretty nice. It does not hold together because it is just a clip on a click hinge. That holds together in some things, but this is too heavy. This needs something a little bit more solid, I think. On the other hand, it's okay. So we can open it up, remove this roof section to see the other hidden stuff in the ceiling. I do like the blacksmith shop part itself. This is a really nice floor design in there. At least you can see inside, yeah. It is a little tight to get a hand in here, though. It's easier here. This one's a little tight. It's a little bit longer there. But yeah, it's a really nice building with a nice bit of terrain on the ground as well. Welcome back, Bahamut. Just in time for us to finish this, which does mean that minifigs are coming soon. There is a new, I don't think it's out yet. Not even sure if it's on Lego.com yet, but there's like a ancient Chinese inn, which I'm really hyped for. It looks really good. It's one of the Chinese traditional rather than Ninjago or something like that. So that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that one. Definitely going to get that and build it when it comes in. But, yeah, this is a pretty nice set. All right, Gilded Tongue, have a good trip home. Thank you very much for coming on out. I do like these, you know, these arm parts on there, the supports. And the way that's all done is really interesting, neat build techniques. So I do really like that. But let's go ahead and set that aside for now. Move those minifigs. Because it is a time... You wish they had more tight little sets like this that weren't branded stuff? I don't know that they'd sell too well, honestly. That's part of the problem. Everything needs to sell well if they're going to make it. All right. Well, I will say, like, the Chinese traditional set, it's bigger than that, but the interiors are probably about that tight. Okay, so, where is my minifig box? There it is. Let's go ahead and roll one out. All right, that is 4, so we're going down the middle. Stupid D20. Where'd it go? There it is. It rolled on the floor. I'm not taking that roll. Ow. My cable for my microphone pulled at me. All right, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. What are my thoughts on the Minas Tirith set? Definitely considering getting that right away when that comes out. I like it. Okay, where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in. So we've got 7 from Bahamut. That would be the Evil Knievel guy. And 9 for Roval Jack. So that would be the tennis player. 2 for Nadaroge Eye. That would be the Aztec Eagle Knight. Let's see what my die says. 8. So I have the Space Marine guy. The Minas Tirith set has a pretty nice interior. There's a lot of really neat extra pieces, and I kind of want the gift with purchase, the Grand battering ram, even though it's not Grand Peak Smasher. Terrible ripoff of a name from a good god. But yeah, so I would like to get that one. I don't know when it comes out. I'm not sure when it's actually it's coming out really soon, I think. I'll have to consider it. I don't know, because it's going to be expensive. So let's see. A Leonin Gardener of Expensive Roses, and tonight's guesses begin with a Minotaur 3D Model Maker software programmer. Howdy, Ringbolt. How's it going? All right, we got a few seconds remaining. Let me get my thing in. 15 stream build. What is it? Got 6,800 pieces. No, 7, 6, 7, something like that. Depending on how long I go in any given session. I mean, it will be a lengthy preamble at the beginning when I unbox it. Yeah, I can usually, like, I mean, this was 1,200 pieces, and I got that done in just under 3 hours, so. Okay, predictions are closed. And go. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, I got some hair there. That's not helping me. I need something else. What the heck is that piece? Oh, all right. 21.68, we have the Nerd, number 12. All right, so I felt the already folded laptop, which is kind of weird. All right, so that was 21.68. Let's choose the outcome. That is 20 to 50. Who is getting the hams? All right, Lord Canis and Lel Bunny getting all the hams. Very nice. Red Hyena, Bahamut, and Kinshir going for within 20 seconds. Shield of Hope going for 50 to 60. And Rogers, C4 Wilco, and Robojax going for no. You feel seen? I mean, it's pretty clearly a nerd, which is fine. Nerds are good people. I gotta zoom in on him in a second. Turn the head a little bit. There we go. And he has a great cup. I really like the cup. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in on this one. So he's wearing a sweater. He's got a bow tie. I love the mug. C prompt. And he's got his laptop. So the laptop will open up. Normally, LEGO ships these open. So I don't know why it's folded already. But you got the keyboard, you got the screen, and it folds up. It's like a suitcase. Like the suitcase pieces. Oh, and it even has a LEGO logo. Oh, that's great. Like HP or Dell in a circle there. Oh, that's great. I love that. I don't know if I ever noticed that before. Usually they're black. Like, this is nice to get dark gray. Okay, so let's mark that one off. There we go. Okay, next up, Series 10. All right, 2, so we're going over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, we can do a D12. 12. Dang it, there's only 11. All right, I need to roll again. 9. So that's 11. That is 10. That is 9. All right, so we can go to the D10 next time. All right, let's start another prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Get your predictions in while I put these away. Oh, don't bump it. Thank you. There we go. The rare D12 roll. Not so rare for these. We're going to use it again next with the next set. So we've got 3 for Bahamut. That would be the Roman Centurion. 11 for Not a Rogue AI. That would be the Sad Clown. Also 3 for Sealan, so also going for the Roman soldier. 8 for Robojax. That would be the old guy. A Minotaur building conversion expert. And Crimson has redeemed Feed the Dragon. Nom 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 nom. So many hams, delicious hams. I do have some ham upstairs that I should eat. That's a good call. I was gonna save it for later though. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do after the stream. Delicious ham. It's not just standard ham. It's like capicola and stuff. Yum. A Leonin nerd. All right, get your predictions in. Just a few seconds remaining. Oh, actually, I didn't roll to see what I would 18. I need to roll again. How many hams to get Cornflakes Guy to show up? Cornflakes Guy is right up here. He's always around. So that's a 20. 11. All right. So we got the sad clown again. Yeah, and there's an emote. There is an emote. All right. Predictions are closed. Let's go ahead and get the timer ready and go. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What is that? That is there anyone else? All right. All right, we got number 8, the old guy, in a 10.26. So it is the old guy. I get double mugged. Wait a second. Double mugs. Although this one doesn't have any printing, sadly. Oh, okay. Well, I missed that there is a mug up here. So that's a no. Choose the outcome. That is a no. Complete that prediction. I got aggressive. I got aggressive. Oh yeah, we should see who is getting the hams. All right. Who is getting all the hams? Roger C4 Wilco, Lel Bunny, and Rovaljack's getting all the hams. Very nice. Bahamut going for 50 to 60. Shield of Hope, Crimson Clover, and Lord Canis going for 20 to 50. The Seal and Mortar, Red Hyena, and Kinshir going for within 20 seconds. Almost had it, but I screwed up. But we do get a nice counterpart to the guy nerd. We get the lady nerd. She has Oranges and Peaches as a book. Also, again, pre-folded. You can put a 1x2 tile in there. And she has a mug that says, shh. Let's go ahead and zoom in on her. Helps if I actually grab the slider. There we go. Oranges and Peaches. I love her her sweater. Like, that's a great sweater. We got a printed skirt on her legs as well. A little bit of skin showing. The shh mug. And Oranges and Peaches is the book. I have no idea what Oranges and Peaches is supposed to be a reference to. I figure it's a reference to something rather than an actual book. Is that a reference to Origin of Species? Maybe? How does it compare with the laptop guy's sweater? All right, let's go take a look. It's different. This one buttons up. And she's wearing a collared shirt, a button-up collared shirt under it. Then again, so is he. I like her design better. Like, he just has some diamonds on his torso. She's got a more interesting design here. Around the top. And I love this hair. Big fan of this hair. But they are both wearing glasses. Oh, I just noticed his are taped together. It's hard to see. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and mark that one. So that's a great fig. I'm really happy to have gotten that one. All right. And for the final fig, we do need our scale. If that would open for me. Okay. D6. Gotta love that the nerd can afford a laptop but not new glasses. He might not... It might not be about affording... And he might have gotten the laptop before the glasses broke. All right, 2. So we're going over here. On the right. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's slot in a replacement. We still have a few left, so we're not done yet. I did get the new series, so we will have that to do once we're done with this one. Okay, let's start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig box? Where is it? There it is. Let's start that prediction. All right, get your predictions in. Can I guess it with a shake? Can I guess it with the die? Can I guess it with the weight? And I should probably... oh yeah, we never actually scrolled to the end of that. Flip over to the weights. Glasses are a smidge more fragile than a laptop. That's true, depending on the circumstances. All right, so we got 7 for Bahamut. That would be the Dalmatian. 9 for Sealan. That would be the Dolphin. We have not gotten the Dalmatian yet. And 4 for Robojax. That would be the Monkey. The ones that we have not gotten yet are the Frog, the Dalmatian, and the Parrot. Those are the 3 that we have not gotten. We have gotten all of the Koala, so we're done with the Koala. 5 for Nadaroge Eye, that would be the Frog. So get your predictions in. A Leonin Robocop and a Minotaur Volcano Tour Guide. All right, let me get my scanner up and ready. Let's see what we got. All right. So get your predictions in. Could have sworn I've gotten at least one parrot. No, I thought that I've guessed the parrot, but I haven't actually gotten the parrot. We have gotten the peacock, though. A demon gardener tending to vampire roses. See, but of course, this isn't a true parrot because it doesn't have crackers. It has a snack box, but it's not crackers. And it doesn't have a globe head. Oh, I know, I've commented on crackers. Because I just did. An ogre cabaret singer. That's like something out of Arcanum. All right, predictions are closed. All right, first of all, that's not the right die. I don't know why I brought that one out. D12. Actually, no. Let me shake it first, because I want to make sure that all of these are different if I can. Ooh, there's a lot of pieces in there. All right. I'm going to say it's the frog. All right, so my guess is the frog. 12. All right, the die is saying the parrot. What does the weight say? Now, we've gotten this one not very close before. 17.19. All right. So 17.35 for the rabbit. 16.83 for the frog. All right, but I've said the frog. 16.9. Okay, actually, so I'm going to say the Dalmatian for the weight, although I don't think that's the case. But I've got a good spread. So I've gotten I've said the frog. Die said parrot. Weight, I'm going with Dalmatian. So let's see which it is. Frog costume. All right. Oops. There we go. Frog costume. Okay. Let's open it up to verify that. That is indeed the frog costume. A lot of extra pieces in that one. Okay, choose the outcome. Yes with guess. Complete that prediction. We have not gotten many of the guesses correct here, so this is pretty exciting. Red Hyena and Sealan getting a massive payout. Sealan not getting quite so massive a payout. Red Hyena getting an incredibly massive payout. 97,000. That's pretty good. Shield of Hope, Lord Canis and Kinshir going for yes with die roll. Bahamut dropping the massive 86,000 on yes with weight. Crimson Clover also going for that. And Roger C4 Wilco, Lel Bunny, and Robojax going for no. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, when the payout is based on what you put in, so that makes a big difference. All right. Let's go ahead and put our Froggy together. Yeah, nearly 200k hams. What were you supposed to do with it? Oh no, you're all out of hams. Well, you just got to watch more streams then. Just let that number creep back up. And Bahamut, you could, you know, help the players on a Spelljammer game. I know that's what some of them would like. You always bet on Ald, ride or die. All right, he's got his his jar of bubbles, and he's got his bubble blower. And this is why I went for the frog, because there's 3 extra pieces here. Oh, that is not the part that I thought it was going to be. All right, so 3 spare parts. We got a 1x1 tile, a cylinder tile in white, a white 1x1 cylinder plate with bar. But the cool thing is the new 1x1 dome, which is not the same as the dome with peg. So this is just a tiny, tiny dome. But this is the exact same form factor to fit under a 1x3 arch. So that's pretty cool. And this is in the pearl clear kind of thing. I forget what this is called. Pearlescent clear, I guess. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and I should probably zoom in on the frog. So there we go. There's the frog. See, he can blow his bubble. And bubbles! I like that. Got some spots on his back, on his arms, on his legs, and this hat. I don't know what the heck I would otherwise do with the hat, but it's great. He's got standard legs. Looks about the same size as a base of an old antenna controls. No, this is a little bit larger because this is a full cylinder, whereas the lever bases are more like the this shape of the stud here, the reverse stud. I don't have any on hand. I did unfortunately empty out my extra parts container. This is all just what I got in this one set. In the Ninjago set. Well, okay, and 3 from this guy. That's a lot of extra parts. I love it. I love getting extra parts. It's because it's like parts for free. But yeah, this is a cute guy. Cute little guy. All right. But that is going to wrap us up for tonight. We got some great minifigs. Let me go ahead and mark that one off. There's only 2 more to go on this series. And then we can move on to the exciting Series 29, which I do have the sheet right here. Right. It doesn't like it if I do that. Let's zoom in. So I did show these off before, but to get you a little hyped, the adorable, cute witch. My favorite of this set. And like I said, you were talking about a unicorn for Princess Linda. You got to remember when we get this one. Not a rogue AI, because I might not. But we do have a unicorn coming in. Which is the same, it is the same horse model as this guy, but a different dual mold part. So that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. When I get that, I'll show that off. All right, but we're still waiting on finishing up Series 28. Get up there. All right, that is going to wrap us up for tonight. We were not going to be back tomorrow. Players are out for Spelljammer. We will be back on Monday, all things, fingers crossed, for more Dragon Quest VII. And next Wednesday and Friday, hopefully we will be back for some more Lego building as well. I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and we will be back next time. Why what? Oh, you're responding to not a rogue AI. Okay, not me. Okay, that's okay. All right, I'm going to be wrapping it up before the ad break starts. I want to thank you guys for coming on out, and we will be back next time. See you then, everyone.